All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, maybe even good night wherever you are. This is Tuesday, April 20th, California time. I'm Bryan, and this is Alchemical Vitality. I'm on a healing journey, and this is my healing vlog. My vlog to losing weight, getting fit, tracking, checking in, biohacking, all the fun things that I can do. I've got a frog in my throat this morning, apparently. Doing all the fun things that I can do to make my body the best that I can. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and jump right into my check-in. All right. So, all right. Here's my weight for the morning. I am at 291.6. This is down 1.6 pounds from yesterday. Yes, 1.6 pounds a day. It is possible. Did I starve myself? No. Did I eat a ton? Yes. And you will see when we check in on the food part. But you'll see also that my blood sugar is still high in the morning, and it doesn't come down till like 10 o'clock. So um, let's get on with that. Let's go on to the sleep here. Here's my sleep for last night. This 6 hour sleep, 53 minutes. I actually slept 5 hours and 36 minutes. Kids just wouldn't go to sleep last night, so I was up late. And then I've got this strange thing where I'm up at 4:15 every morning on the dot. Can't go back to sleep. So that was me doing my thing, checking in. And so I woke up this morning with a heart rate of 75 and in a short 5 hours and 36 minutes sleep. Of course, everything connected. There's no separation, so lack of sleep causes blood pressure to rise a little bit. So you can see right there, my blood pressure is 128/91 this morning. My heart rate's in the 80s. That's resting, right? They say it's normal, but excuse me. And that's it. I barely done anything yet this morning other than go to get coffee. So let's go over here to the iPad and check in with what's going on in my vitals. Okay. So this morning, my blood oxygens was sitting at 96. My body temperature was at 98 even. My fasting blood sugar this morning was 202. Yes, it's up there. But that's my body moving the fat. I'm cleaning out the liver, if you will. So, yeah, blood pressure 128/91. My ketones this morning were at a 0.2, which isn't very high, but I've been getting them up into 0.5 during the day. Sleep quality, that was sucked. It says 78, but it feels like a 30%. Let's see, I slept for 5 hours and 36 minutes. My pulse at waking was 75. I did meditate this morning when I got up for 20 minutes because I did want to go back to sleep, but it was not working. And then my stress level is kind of low still right now. It's early, and I'm the only one here that's up, so that makes it easy. Let me check in with yesterday so we can go over what happened yesterday with yesterday's food and nutrition. So I have a bulletproof coffee in the morning with cinnamon. And then I didn't eat lunch and I didn't eat dinner, but I did eat something called lunner. This was at 3 o'clock. I marked that for you. And so I had this giant one meal yesterday. I was kind of doing OMAD for the day, except for I had coffee with it. Some people call that a meal, some people don't. So I had like a half a cup of cottage cheese, quarter cup of macadamia nuts. I had we do this roasted chicken over cauliflower. It's really good. And then put enchilada sauce over everything and some salt and some tapatio. Oh yeah, so good. And then I had a Caesar salad. And if you didn't know that Caesar salad originated in Mexico, you'd be like, whoa, but it's so good with Mexican food and or Mexican flavors, I should say, because what we make isn't really Mexican food. It's more like a hybrid meal, if you will. So that was that, and I did have a little bit of ice cream after that, like 6 o'clock at like 6 p.m. I had some keto ice cream. And if you want to see us do some reviews, put it down in the comments below. I'd love to share that with you. My stress at bedtime, I was kind of stressed last night. I'd say it was definitely a 7. My energy for yesterday was amazing. I felt so good all day long. Like, one of those days when nobody can keep you down type of feeling. Like you just laugh at everybody else that's having issues. Not at them, but like because they're pointing them at you and calling them yours. But that was that. That was my whole kit and caboodle for yesterday. It was absolutely amazing, and I'm looking at my tracking here. Let's go back to the tracking window. I'm looking at my tracking for this week, right? And I've been doing this, like, if you look last week, 294 to 292 this week. I think I broke through that support this week, and I've got a 291.6, and I'm hoping that, um, like if you look right there, you can see that it was 294 down to 292 last week, and then back up to 294, and then down to 291. So what I'm really hoping is that my interim goal right now is to be in the 280s, like to get down past this little. But for whatever reason, once I break this plateau, because I could show you if I go say the whole year, right? Once I break this 290 plateau, it'll drop. My weight will start just dropping. Like there's something in my body that's at that plateau that just makes that whole thing just so incredibly easy. So I know, like, once I can break into the 280s, there's something switches. Maybe it's just a switch in my mind, and I'm not fully conscious of what's going on in there right now. So, uh, as far as that little bit of breakthrough plateau, I do know that there's part of me that when it got down to that 250, I think it was 250. When I got down to the 250s, it was like, oh, I can have a little bit of this and I can have a little bit of that, and then, well, we can just show you the slope that goes back up from having a little bit of this and having a little bit of that, right? And my body just, it does not do well with grain carbs at all. So when I say grain carbs, I'm talking about the rices and the wheat or bread, pasta, all that stuff. It just does not. Even quinoa. Quinoa is not my friend. So this is a big difference, right? The big difference in how slippery that slope will, and it's really not a slope, right? It's like I'm I'm at a loss for an analogy of the uprising slope on this thing, but like, look at it, and now we go into the week, right, and the week just shows that slight slope. And once I hit in the 280s, I know it's gonna just go gone. So, like always, let us know in the comments below what you're working on. If you're doing OMAD, keto, if you're doing vegan, even I've done that before, or raw foods as a source. And um, I'm gonna share my story coming up shortly, because it's like all of a sudden there's this guy on YouTube and Twitch and doing this his story. Like, what's my story? My story, I've been studying nutrition my whole life. Almost, I'm 43 years old right now, and as of this video, and I've been studying nutrition basically since I can remember. I got started at this at a very early age because, you know, my body didn't work like it said it was supposed to, you know. So I'll go into all that shortly in a like an about me, who's Bryan video, and yeah, I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so grateful and thankful, and I love doing this, and I love you guys, and I appreciate your comments, and yeah, make it a fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow, bright and early again, and I'm sure Jamie will check in soon too. So look for hers, and mine. All right, make it a beautiful day.